friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I am a homeschooling mom of 5 little ones ranging in age from 8 down to 6 months. And so 3 of my kids are currently school age. And in today's video, I want to talk about picking out curriculums. This can be a very overwhelming decision. Super time consuming. This coming school year actually, if I'm not mistaken, all of our curriculums, how is it said? Curriculums, we'll just go with that. All of our curriculum is just kind of stepping stones of this current year's curriculum. We're not switching any up, which made it super easy. We're really just doing the next level for all the different subjects. But I have definitely had experience in searching for new curriculum. Something just wasn't working right for us, or I just wanted something different. And so I know all about how challenging it can be to pick new curriculum. So I'm just gonna go through today the different questions that I ask, the different things that I look for as I am picking out new curriculum. My first year of homeschooling was definitely the trickiest as far as this goes, because first year my son was in kindergarten, and I know looking back now it's like it's only kindergarten, it's not a big deal, but at the time I had no idea where to go. Where do I buy my curriculum from? I was homeschooled myself, and so I remember as a 31-year-old now, when my mom started homeschooling me, homeschooling was a very new thing. Not many people did it or trusted that it was a viable method of schooling your child. And so when my mom looked for curriculum, she says it was like super easy to choose your curriculum. It was like this curriculum or that curriculum, like 2 choices for each subject. What do you want to choose? And so now I think it's kind of a blessing and a curse that there are so many different ones. For one, it's so nice that there are so many options out there. But at the same point, it's like sometimes I wish I could just choose this or this, not this or this or this or this or this or this or this. There are so many different options. But mostly overall, I think it is a positive thing that there are so many different curriculum options nowadays. So like I said, most years I will just try, if I can, to stick to the curriculum that we have been using and just do the next level the next year. But there are often certain subjects that I want to switch something up from year to year. So probably the first question I would ask myself is, do I want a Christian curriculum in this subject, or do I want secular? Or does it matter if it's Christian or secular? So for most of our subjects, it doesn't matter. For science, I definitely like it to be from a Christian worldview. History, it's nice to be from a Christian worldview, and of course we want some Bible curriculum. Other than that, most subjects, it doesn't really matter if it's written by Christian authors or if it's a secular company. Then I'll think about what other details I want to specify for certain subjects. Like, do I want it to be very independent? Is this a subject I want my child to be able to do without my help? Or is it okay if it's very parent involved? Do I want it to be a workbook? Do I want it to be more of a hands-on approach? Do I want it to be on the computer? Do I want it to be read on CD? Like, what do I want for that subject? The most important question being, do I want it more independent, or do I need to be really involved, very teacher-led? Because that is a big difference in what curriculum you choose. Then I will just go crazy on the internet looking for that specific curriculum. So if I want to find a, let's say, independent science curriculum for a certain grade level, I'm gonna go on Google and search science curriculum, homeschool, grade 2, independent, or whatever I am looking for. I will start Googling and looking for that curriculum that's going to be the right fit for our family. I'll go on Amazon and Google geography curriculum or math curriculum, or I'll go onto YouTube and look at grade 2 homeschool curriculum videos, and I can just really get a good grasp on what is out there through those methods. I'll read blog posts. There are many really good blog posts discussing different curriculum choices. You can find some YouTube videos. One person who has done a couple of good ones, 2 people, both Erica Arndt, I'll try to link their channels below, and Homeschool On. Both have done a few videos on all one subject. So they'll go into like spelling, and go through all the different spelling curriculums and what they like and don't like about each one if you want a really thorough review on each of the different curriculums. I am big into reviews from other homeschooling families, homeschooling moms on these different curriculums, how many stars they give them. So as I'm looking on Amazon, if I am looking for a certain curriculum and it only has 3 stars, right away I'm like, probably not going to be the right fit. But I will go through and read the reviews and see what their reasonings are and if they are good reasonings that actually would matter to me. But I always check stars. I always go through and read people's reviews. I will, after I've picked a curriculum that I think this will be the right fit for us, I will search it, review, and I will look and see what everybody else thought of this curriculum. I will also check some other specifics as I'm reading the reviews, like a lot of curriculums come with a teacher's guide. I will look into that. Like, is the teacher guide necessary? Is the handbook necessary? Should I buy the extra activity notebook that goes along with this? And just see what everybody's opinion is on that, on what all is necessary as far as that curriculum goes. I also always make sure that I can see some pages inside of the book before I order it. So you can either Google it and look and go from Google into images, like Google the curriculum you're looking at, go into images and just see what the pages look like. I really like to flip through before I choose a curriculum for sure. So a good method of doing this is to go to a curriculum sale, go to like a homeschool convention, go in store to Chapters or Barnes and Noble or whatever other store you can go into and page through the books. Regardless of how I like how it looks in store, I still really like to buy online rather than in store because, like I said, the reviews and the stars are huge for me because it's not just looking through myself and seeing what the pages look like, it's hearing how it really worked for other homeschoolers. So as you can see, it's a very time-consuming thing. I have spent hours and hours and hours looking for the right curriculum. And sometimes I can find a few choices that might all work. And then it's just going a little bit deeper, digging a little bit deeper, looking at the pages and figuring out what I think would be the best choice for my kids. And then after I have figured out the curriculum, then I start going and looking at prices. So for me personally, the price is important and I will look for the best price on every curriculum that I'm going to buy, but my choice of curriculum is more important. I'm not going to look for cheap curriculum. And if you want to do this, that's fine. If that works for you, cheap curriculum, find, what is cheap and then choose from that. I prefer to find the best curriculum I can find. Then after that, I will start looking for the best price on that curriculum. So sometimes I will buy it used. Or if I'm buying it new, I will check out a few of my favorite sites. So Amazon, number 1, that's where I look most often for my curriculum. A lot of it I buy on Timberdoodle. I will buy some right from the producers, like from the person who wrote the book, right from their direct site. I will also check out christianbook.com. I think that's about it. But I will Google each and every curriculum. I always have a notebook out specifying what homeschool curriculum I want to buy, and then I'll go through and price check everything. So I'll look, okay, we like to use Explode the Code. So I'm going to check on Explode the Code's website. How much do they sell it for? Is it free shipping or do I have to pay for shipping? Okay, let's check on Amazon. Who has the better price? Okay, after that, let's check christianbook.com and see what their price is. And I go through and I'm very careful to find the very best price on everything. So that takes quite a bit of time too, but the price is important. But like I said, the choice of curriculum, the best fit for our family always comes first before the price. For me, people have asked me this. I'll quickly answer this. I know this video is getting long, but people have asked me how I budget for curriculum and how much I budget for curriculum. That's a tricky one because I don't really budget for curriculum. I would say in a typical year, so we have 3 in school, we're going to have 4 in school in the fall. My youngest is starting junior kindergarten. Not my youngest, but my 4th child is starting junior kindergarten. Crazy, 5 kids. Where was I going with that? The price. Okay, so typically, I think this year I'm going to spend between $700 and $800 on our curriculum. And yes, it is a good amount. But for me personally, for my husband and I, our choices for our kids' schooling is either we're going to homeschool or we're going to send them to private school. We're not comfortable sending them to public school. So it's either homeschool or private school. Private school is expensive. So as I'm looking at curriculum, those are I see my options as being either homeschooling or I'm going to be putting out so much money to send them to private school. So the amount I spend on curriculum, I see it like that. Like no matter what, I am saving so much money homeschooling them, so I'm not too worried about the price, if that makes sense. I am worried about the price, but I will spend what needs to be spent in order for me to feel like I'm giving my kids a good education. So that's mostly what I look for as I am shopping for curriculum. It does take me lots of time, but it is totally worth it. So if you have any other questions, anything I missed, make sure you leave it down in the comments below and I will do my best to answer those. And thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to see more homeschooling videos, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.